Now I know what you're thinking, why are you starting this video like a downer? Where are the whimsical sound effects, the poorly chosen animal footage? And to that I say, not today. Today's topic is a bit more intense. Imagine a world where 30% of women above the age of 50 have to sell themselves to strangers just to survive. Not to buy a boat or, those weird pants with all the zippers. But for food, shelter, the bare necessities, it sounds dystopian, right? Like something out of a Margaret Atwood novel that's a little too on the nose. Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because that's the reality in several countries around the globe. We're going to take a deep dive into this unsettling statistic, and trust me, it's just as grim as it sounds. We're talking crushing poverty, systemic failures, and societal pressures that would make your grandma say, well, that's just depressing. But before we dive headfirst into this ethical quagmire, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It won't solve the problem, but hey, at least we'll be depressed together. Plus, you won't miss out on the shocking last country on our list. Seriously, it's bleak, even for us. Our first stop is the Philippines, known for its stunning beaches. But behind the beauty lies a harsh reality for many, especially women over 50. Poverty is a suffocating reality for a significant chunk of the population. Imagine working your entire life only to find yourself with no pension or savings. That's the reality for many older women in the Philippines. Natural disasters add to their misery. Many women, like Maria, are forced into desperate measures. Maria used to sell fish in a local market. A typhoon wiped out her stall and livelihood. Now, she stands on street corners to survive. Maria's story is one among thousands. These women deserve our attention and action. Next, we travel to Africa. Our next stop is Nigeria, a nation bursting with energy, culture, and a whole lot of oil. You'd think a country sitting on a gold mine of crude would be rolling in dough, right? Well, not so fast. Turns out when a select few are enjoying the all-you-can-eat buffet of corruption, the rest are left fighting over the scraps. This economic instability, coupled with a cultural landscape that often places women at a disadvantage, has created the perfect breeding ground for desperation. In Nigeria, caring for aging parents is often seen as a woman's duty, a beautiful sentiment until you realize that these women are often left to shoulder the financial burden alone. Imagine being a grandmother in your 60s, responsible not only for your own children but also for your aging parents, all while navigating a job market that's about as welcoming as a pride of lions to a gazelle wearing a meat suit. It's a Herculean task, and tragically, many women are falling through the cracks. Now add in a sprinkle of cultural stigma surrounding older women who are single, divorced, or widowed, and you have a recipe for disaster. These women, often ostracized and left without support networks, are forced to make impossible choices just to survive. But amidst the hardship, there's also a glimmer of hope. Nigerian women are known for their resilience, their entrepreneurial spirit, and their unwavering determination to provide for their families. They form small cooperatives, start businesses from their homes, and find strength in their shared struggles. It's a testament to the indomitable human spirit, a flicker of light in the face of overwhelming darkness. Their stories are a stark reminder that behind the statistics, behind the headlines, are real people fighting for dignity, respect, and the basic right to a life free from exploitation. Our journey continues. Chapter 3. Ukraine's Desperate Measures, Resilience in the Rubble. Now let's hop over to Eastern Europe, shall we? Ukraine, a country known for its beautiful landscapes and sunflower fields, is currently grappling with a different kind of crisis. The ongoing conflict has ravaged the nation, leaving its economy in shambles, and its people struggling to rebuild their lives from the rubble. Imagine, if you will, being a woman in her 70s who has lived through the fall of the Soviet Union, economic hardship, and now a war that has torn her country apart. The resilience of the human spirit is truly remarkable, but even the strongest among us have their limits. With pensions slashed, jobs scarce, and the cost of living skyrocketing, many older women in Ukraine are finding themselves backed into a corner. They are forced to make agonizing choices, sacrificing their dignity and well-being just to put food on the table and keep a roof over their heads. It's a heartbreaking reality, a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict. But even in the midst of such despair, there's a flicker of hope. Ukrainian women are known for their strength, their determination, and their unwavering spirit. They are the backbone of their communities, holding families and neighborhoods together in the face of unimaginable adversity. They volunteer at shelters, care for displaced families, and work tirelessly to rebuild their shattered lives. Their stories are a testament to the power of the human spirit to overcome even the darkest of times. Chapter 4. Brazil's Hidden Shame, the Cycle of Poverty. From the favelas of Rio to the bustling streets of São Paulo, Brazil is a country of contrasts. It's a land of vibrant culture, breathtaking natural beauty, and unfortunately, staggering inequality. While the wealthy sip caipirinhas on their yachts, millions of Brazilians struggle to make ends meet. And for older women, this struggle is often amplified. Imagine being a woman in your 60s, having worked tirelessly your entire life, only to find yourself trapped in a cycle of poverty. The pension system, while well-intentioned, is often inadequate, leaving many elderly Brazilians struggling to afford basic necessities like food and medicine. Now, add in a dash of social stigma surrounding aging, particularly for women, and you've got a recipe for disaster. Older women in Brazil often face discrimination in the job market, their skills and experience overlooked in favor of younger candidates. This, coupled with the cultural expectation that women should prioritize family over their own needs, leaves many older women feeling invisible, forgotten, and utterly alone. But amidst the hardship, there's a glimmer of hope. Brazilian women are known for their warmth, their generosity, and their unwavering spirit. They form close-knit communities, support each other through thick and thin, and find strength in their shared struggles. They are the heart and soul of their families, the glue that holds their communities together. Chapter 5. A Global Call to Action, Breaking the Cycle. We've journeyed across the globe from the bustling streets of Manila to the war-torn cities of Ukraine, and the stories we've uncovered are nothing short of heartbreaking. We've met women like Maria struggling to survive in the Philippines and countless others facing similar hardships in Nigeria, Ukraine, and Brazil. These women, our mothers, our grandmothers, deserve so much more than a life of desperation and exploitation. They deserve our attention, our empathy, and most importantly, our action. So, what can we do? How can we, as a global community, address this crisis and ensure that older women around the world are treated with the dignity and respect they deserve? First and foremost, we need to raise awareness. This issue thrives in the shadows, hidden from the headlines and often ignored by those in power. We need to shine a light on the plight of these women, to amplify their voices, and to demand better from our leaders. Secondly, we need to support organizations working on the ground to provide these women with the resources they need to break free from the cycle of poverty and exploitation. Organizations like insert names of relevant organizations are doing incredible work, providing everything from microloans and job training to healthcare and legal assistance. But they can't do it alone. They need our financial support, our volunteer hours, and our unwavering commitment to creating a more just and equitable world for all. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, we need to challenge the systemic inequalities that make older women so vulnerable to exploitation in the first place. We need to fight for economic justice, for gender equality, and for a social safety net that protects the most vulnerable among us. This isn't just a matter of charity, it's a matter of justice. Outro: dignity and respect. Every woman deserves better. From the sun-drenched beaches of the Philippines to the vibrant streets of Brazil, we've witnessed the heartbreaking reality of older women forced to sell themselves for survival. It's a stark reminder that behind the statistics, behind the headlines, are real human stories of resilience, strength, and unimaginable hardship. This isn't just a problem for these countries to solve, it's a global crisis that demands our attention, our empathy, and our action. We can't turn a blind eye to the plight of these women, our mothers, our grandmothers, our sisters. Let's join hands, raise our voices, and demand a world where every woman, regardless of age or circumstance, is treated with the dignity and respect she deserves. And if you want to be a part of the solution, if you want to join our community of changemakers, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below. Let's make some noise together.